Hello everyone, this is the first video of Java tutorial series. History of Java, Introduction to the Java, Installation of Java will be covered in this video. The views shared in this video are only personal opinion. The video does not intend to hurt anyone's sentiment. Some of the information are gathered from various sources on the internet which might not be 100% accurate. Hence recommend discretion. There might be some terms or acronyms usage that was not explained initially. Recommended to go with the flow. They will be explained in the later part when it is idle in the current video or subsequent video of the tutorial series. What is the history of Java? Where and when did it start? How it evolved? In the early 90s, James Gosling and a group of people called the Green Team started working on a design for interactive television. But it was too advanced technology for the digital cable industry at that time. Initially, it was called Green Talk and the file extension was .gt. Later, Gosling and team changed the name to Oak based on the oak tree. Due to trademark issues, they couldn't continue with the name Oak. Finally, James Gosling coined the name Java based on Java coffee bean that was produced on Java island of Indonesia. Hence, Java is not an acronym, it is a word. Initially developed by James Gosling at Sun Microsystem and released in 1995. The official stable version of JDK 1 was released on January 1996. Over the years, numerous versions of Java was released. Though there are many new modern age languages available, Java still has its own place and popularity among companies and developers. In the present day, Oracle supplies the Java platform. Since Java Standard Edition 8 release, the Oracle Corporation follows a pattern in which they release a major version every 6 months. Every even version is released in March month and an odd version released in September month. The next topic is Introduction to Java. Java is an object-oriented, high-level, platform-independent programming language. Java has been widely used to develop desktop applications, web applications, enterprise applications, mobile applications, embedded systems, smart cards, games, and many more. Any hardware or software where a program run can be termed as platform. Since Java's compiled code, that is the bytecode, is platform independent and it can run on any machine irrespective of the operating system and the hardware with a runtime environment called JRE. Java itself can be called as a platform. JRE stands for Java Runtime Environment. There are 4 platforms or editions of Java currently available. First, Java SE. Java Standard Edition. Java SE consists of JVM, class libraries, and API that are essential for the core functionality of the Java programming language. JVM stands for Java Virtual Machine and API stands for Application Programming Interface. The classes and libraries define the basic types and objects of the Java programming language, high-level classes to perform various things and everything that is necessary for Java. Java EE, Java Enterprise Edition. The Enterprise Edition is a wrapper on top of Java Standard Edition that facilitates the ability to expand basic features of Java. So, in simple terms, it contains Standard Edition plus additional APIs. Enterprise Edition provide additional APIs and runtime environments to provide additional implementation aspects such as servlets, JSPs, EJB, and many other that helps us in developing and running large-scale, multi-tiered, scalable, reliable, and secured application. JSP stands for Java Server Pages and EJB stands for Enterprise Java Bean. Java ME, Java Micro Edition. As the name suggests, it is micro edition of Java. It contains APIs and a small footprint virtual machine for running Java programming application on small devices. This is actually a subset of Standard Edition. In other words, parts of Java Standard Edition. It contains special class libraries useful for small device application development. JavaFX. JavaFX contains set of graphics and media packages that enables to create GUI applications or RIA. GUI stands for Graphical User Interface and RIA stands for Rich Internet Applications. It is basically a replacement of Swing for GUI problems. Take advantage of higher performance clients, modern look and feel. FX use hardware accelerated graphics and media engines. All the mentioned Java platform consist of JVM and an API. As you can notice, FX is completely separate, while the other three editions are closely related. Java Standard Edition is the base. Java Enterprise Edition is Java Standard Edition plus APIs to support large scale application. Java Mobile Edition is some parts of Standard Edition and APIs to support small device applications. From these explanation, the question arises, where and for what purpose we use these different editions of Java. Since Java Standard Edition is the core, it will be used for small scale application. Any beginner or developer for simple development environment makes use of this edition. It is most likely to be used along with the simple web servers like Tomcat. Is used for large scale applications, especially applications that predominantly relies on servlets. This edition is most often used along with application servers like JBoss, IBM WebSphere. Java Micro Edition is used to make applications for mobile devices, and Java FX is for making GUI application that involves rich look and feel like 2D shapes, 3D shapes, FX animation, layout, charts, media, etc. Java FX application or cross-platform application, that is the application built on Java FX, run on desktop devices, web and mobile devices. Let's take a look at the compilation and execution of Java. Java Development Kit JDK is an implementation of one of the Java editions, Standard or Enterprise or Micro Edition. It is a software development environment that contains collections of tools and libraries which is used to develop Java based application. It contains JRE, Java Runtime Environment plus development tools. We have been coming across the term JRE a lot. What is JRE? What is the purpose of JRE? What does it do? Java Runtime Environment, JRE, is the software environment in which your Java program runs. If you want to run the Java program you have written, you require JRE. It contains a standalone JVM, Java class libraries, and the specific tools that provide an execution for Java bytecode. It is an implementation of JVM. It provides the execution environment for Java program. Now, what is JVM? JVM stands for Java Virtual Machine. It is an abstract machine. It is a specification for runtime environment and acts as an engine to execute Java programs. JVM is actually platform dependent. Slight contradiction here. While we say Java is platform independent, the specification where it runs is platform dependent. Well, while mentioning Java as platform independent, we refer to the bytecode alone, not the entire operation and environment involved. So make sure to remember that Java is platform independent, whereas JVM is platform dependent. JVM loads the class through the class loader, verifies access to memory using bytecode verifier, retrieves various system resources, and provides runtime execution environment. JVM provides definitions for memory area, PC registers, stacks, heap, execution engine, and native method libraries. Okay, now how does JVM executes? Has loaded the bytecode, but not something the machine can't understand. An interpreter converts bytecode into native machine language. Here, JVM2 has an interpreter. Interpreter generally reads and executes one instruction at a time. Now imagine you wrote thousands of lines of code which then converted to bytecode and this interpreter runs. It is going to take forever to execute. The execution will become very slower than normal native language. To resolve this problem, JVM has a key component called JIT, that stands for Just in Time Compiler. It is an integral part of JVM and it improves the performance by compiling bytecode to native language at runtime. JIT includes two approaches, AOT compilation and interpretation to translate into machine code. AOT stands for ahead of time. Okay, so far we had seen different editions of Java, JDK, JRE, JEV, JIT. How are these connected? So, JDK is implementation of one of the Java edition, apart from Java FX, of course, plus APIs plus development tools. These editions provide a Java runtime environment which is an implementation of JVM. JVM contains class loader, bytecode verifier, interpreter, just-in-time compiler to execute the code. Now, one would wonder, how does a Java program execute? First, since Java is a high-level language, you write the code in human understandable language, that is English. The file that you created will have an extension of .java. A machine cannot understand this, so this need to be converted. Performing this will be costly operation, and this conversion will depend on the OS, which would make it platform dependent. To make it platform independent, we use the bytecode of Java program, that is compiled .class file for the .java file. This can be performed by Java compiler, Java C, that is available in JDK as one of the development tools. So we download and install JDK in our computer, write a Java program with the .java file extension, then use Java C, convert into .class file, that is of bytecode. With the Java edition inside the JDK, we will have Java runtime environment in JDK. While we execute the Java program, JRE creates the execution bed. Now JVM loads the class, verify access to memory, and execute through just-in-time compiler and interpreter, which are responsible of converting bytecode into native language. Finally, the machine instruction will feed to the hardware for execution. This is how a Java program runs. That will be all for the elaborated intro to Java. Now the next topic is how to install Java in your computer. The installation of Java is pretty straightforward. Go to Oracle official website and access Java downloads. Here is a direct link to Java downloads page. Usually it loads the most recent version of Java. Here it will be JDK 20. You will be able to see the different OS options available: Linux, Mac OS, and Windows. Choose your desired OS. I am using Windows, hence click on Windows tab. The prerequisite with the latest version of Java for Windows would be a 64-bit Windows OS. I believe most of you would have at least Windows 10, hence it shouldn't be a problem. Below selected window option, there are three options available with the three different links to download Java. One is .exe, one is .bin.zip, and .msi extension files. I recommend to download the .exe file to install Java with a simple default exe installer. Here is the direct link to download Java with exe installer. Once the exe file is downloaded, all you have to do is double click the exe file to start installation process and follow the instructions provided by the installer. If you are worried about your disk space after installation is complete, delete the downloaded file to recover disk space. For Mac OS, also almost similar step, you will have .bmg file instead of .exe file. Back to the Windows. On Windows, after installation is successful, ensure Java is installed properly by checking the Java version through command prompt. Open command prompt and enter Java space -version. If you get Java version detail, it is good to go. In case of any error like Java is not recognized, I would recommend to add path variable. In fact, even if installation is successful, I would recommend to verify path variable. How to add Java path variable in Windows? If you are using latest Windows, simply type on the start search for environment. Edit the system environment variables option will be shown. Click on that. The system properties window will open. In the system properties window, click on environmental variables to open environmental variables dialog window. Under system variables section, check for the path variable. If already available, double click on it, or else add a new path variable. If the Java path is already available, ignore, else click on new. Enter the Java bin path. Usually it would be /program files /java/jdk version number /bin. If you can't find such folder, check whether Java folders are loaded. Most likely to be on program files or program files x86. Click OK on all open windows and finally apply on system properties window. Restart the command prompt and check for Java version. You should get the successful Java version details. If the Java path is already exist, don't do anything, leave as it is. If the variable is not available, add new variable path and a Java win path. If required for future use, set Java home variable path. Some application might require it. In the same environmental variable window, add a new variable name Java underscore home, all in caps, and path of Java folder, which would be c:/program file/java/jdk version number jdk.20.0.1. Oracle had provided detailed documentation for Java installation. It is available for each OS. I will post these links on the comment section. Finally, quick 2-minute summary. Let's take a recap with quick 2-minute summary. History of Java dates back to 1990s, where it was initially started as a project for interactive television. James Gosling originally developed Sun Microsystem in 1995. In the present day, Oracle supplies the Java platform. Intro to Java. Java is an object-oriented, high-level, secured programming language used to develop various application games and many more. Oracle provides 4 different editions of Java. Java Standard Edition is the base, which contains JVM and APIs required for core functionalities of Java. Java Enterprise Edition is Java Standard Edition plus APIs to support larger scale multi-tier scalable application. Java Micro Edition is for mobile devices and Java FX is for rich internet application. Java Development Toolkit JDK is an implementation of one of the 3 Java editions plus development tools. JDK contains Java Runtime Environment, which is an implementation of JVM. JRE is where compiled Java bytecode program executes using JVM. JVM loads class, verifies, executes with the help of just-in-time compiler. Just-in-time compiler improves the performance to translate bytecode into native machine language. How does Java program execute? We write the code in English language with the Java file, use JDK to compile and convert into .class file, which is the bytecode for platform independence. Then to run the program, you use JRE, which in turn uses JVM. Finally, installation of Java. We can install by downloading respective file for the corresponding OS from Oracle official website. After installation, check for path variable and set Java home variable for future use. Hope this video gave you an idea to set foot into the world of Java. Thanks for watching this video.